When your cat stretches the moment they see you, do you actually know what that means? Sure, it looks like they're just loosening up. But behind that simple movement, there's something most owners completely overlook. It's one of the most intimate signals your cat can give you. And if you ignore it, which most people do, you might be shutting down the one way they're trying to connect. Let's start with what that stretch really is. They're not actually stretching their muscles. Here's a question most people never think to ask. If your cat was just working out stiffness, why do they always seem to do it right when you walk in? Why not 5 minutes earlier when you weren't there? Because this isn't about their body, it's about yours. Researchers who study feline behavior call this a social stretch. It's a deliberate action triggered by your presence, not by tight muscles, not by waking up by you. Think about that for a second. Your cat sees you, and something in their brain says now. That timing isn't random. It's communication. And here's what makes this even more fascinating. Cats don't do this for everyone. If you've ever noticed your cat stretching more around you than other people in your home, that's not coincidence. That's preference. That's your cat telling you in their own silent language that you matter. Most owners see this and think cute and move on. But you're not most owners. Now you know this is your cat reaching out. And by the way, if your cat never stretches when they see you, don't skip ahead just yet. What that means might surprise you, and we'll get to it later. They learn this behavior just for you. Have you ever wondered if wild cats do this too? They don't. This is where things get personal. The social stretch your cat does when they see you doesn't exist in nature. Wildcats never evolved this behavior because they never needed it. They had no one to communicate with this way. But when cats began living alongside humans thousands of years ago, something shifted. They started developing signals meant only for us. Meowing at adults, that's for humans. Wildcats only meow as kittens. The slow blink designed for human bonding. And the stretch, same thing. Your cat isn't running ancient software. They're running an updated version, one that evolved specifically because humans became part of their world. A study published in Animal Cognition found that domestic cats have developed a unique range of behaviors used exclusively for interacting with people. Not with other cats, not with prey, just us. So when your cat stretches in front of you, they're not doing something instinctive. They're doing something learned, something their ancestors had no reason to do. And that makes it more meaningful, not less. Now, before we keep going, if you're learning something new about your cat, hit like and subscribe. It helps other cat lovers find us. And honestly, more people need to understand what their cats are really saying. Their paws are secretly marking you. Did you know your cat has scent glands in places you've probably never thought about? One of them is right between their paw pads. And here's where it gets interesting. When your cat stretches, especially when they knead or press their paws into something, those glands activate. They release pheromones that are completely undetectable to us, but speak volumes to other cats. So what does this have to do with you? When your cat stretches near you, on the couch where you sit, on the bed where you sleep, or right at your feet, they're not just saying hello. They're leaving invisible marks that say, this one's mine. It's territorial, yes, but not in an aggressive way. This is comfort territory, safe space territory. This human is part of my world, and I want everyone to know it territory. You'll never smell it. You'll never see it. But to your cat, they've just signed their name on you. And here's the part most owners find strangely emotional. Your cat doesn't do this with just anyone. They do it with the people and places they've decided belong in their inner circle. Why they stretch more for some people. Ever notice your cat stretches for you, but barely acknowledges it's someone else in the house? That's not random. And it's definitely not about who feeds them. Cats are selective, almost ruthlessly so. And when they stretch in front of someone, they're not performing a party trick. They're showing who ranks highest in their internal world. In multi-cat studies, Researchers noticed that cats don't display social behaviors equally to all humans in a household. They pick favorites, and those favorites get more eye contact, more slow blinks, more vocalizations, and yes, more stretches. So if your cat walks past your partner without a glance, but rolls into a full stretch the second you sit down, that's not coincidence. That's hierarchy. You're their person. Now here's the part that might sting a little. If you're on the other side of this, if your cat stretches for someone else, but not for you, it doesn't mean they dislike you. It just means you haven't hit that level yet. Cats require consistency, calm energy, and time. The bond is earned, not given. The stretch that happens when you wake up. Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and caught your cat stretching right there next to you? Almost like they were waiting? That's because they were. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. So while you were sleeping, your cat was likely awake for hours. They could have stretched any time, but they didn't. They waited until your eyes opened. This isn't coincidence. This is ritual. Behaviorists believe this specific stretch serves as a greeting, a reset, a way of saying, "You're back in my world now." Let's begin. It's the feline version of a good morning, and they reserve it for the people they've bonded with most. If you live alone with your cat, you might think this is just normal. But pay attention next time you have guests. Your cat probably won't stretch in front of them first thing in the morning. That behavior is safe for you. There's also a vulnerability element here. Morning time means your cat has been guarding you while you were unconscious. That stretch when you wake, it's them finally relaxing, letting their guard down, telling you, "We made it through another night." Why they stretch right in your path. Ever tried walking to the kitchen and suddenly your cat is stretched out right in the middle of the doorway or sprawled across the hallway, exactly where you need to step? This isn't bad timing, it's strategy. Cats are hyper-aware of spatial dynamics. They know where you walk, they know your patterns, and when they choose to stretch in your exact path, they're putting themselves in a spot you cannot ignore. Think about it from their perspective. They could stretch anywhere. Behind the couch, under the table, in a corner where you'd never notice. But they don't. They pick the one place guaranteed to make you stop. This is attention-seeking, yes, but not in a desperate way. It's confident, almost cocky. Your cat is saying, "I know you're busy, but I'm more important than wherever you were going." And here's the thing, they're usually right. Most owners instinctively stop, look down, maybe laugh or say something. The cat got what they wanted. Acknowledgement. A pause in your momentum where they became the focus. Some behaviors see this as a mild control move. Your cat is testing whether they can redirect your attention at will. And every time you stop, you confirm that they can. What it means if your cat never does this. So what if your cat doesn't stretch when they see you? What if you've been watching this whole video thinking, "Mine never does that"? First, don't panic. This doesn't mean your cat hates you or that your bond is broken, but it does mean something worth paying attention to. Cats who don't stretch around their owners usually fall into one of two categories. Either they don't feel fully relaxed in the environment, or they've learned that stretching doesn't get a response. Remember what we talked about earlier? This behavior evolved for humans, but it only sticks if it works. If your cat stretched in front of you 10 times and you walked past without acknowledging them, they learned something. They learned that signal doesn't reach you.